All right, ladies, it's getting down and dirty. This is what I pack on my motorcycle for motorcycle camping, not the dog biscuits. All of this does fit on the motorcycle in different ways. I'll show you how. Let's start with the toiletries. I've seen lots of camping videos and people gloss over or don't realize that, a lot of women have a cycle. And so check your cycle, see if that's going to be a thing. If it is, you need to bring supplies. All right, let's talk hair. So these are for two different pigtails, or if you have thinner hair, you can use one. This is an extra thick strap because I have really curly hair. So the hook goes in your ponytail, and this just snaps around to protect your hair. So with all the hair, I bring lots of extra scrunchies and ponies. If you have shorter hair, then just the hair sock is probably all you need. I always bring a nail kit. It seems like somebody always breaks a nail and needs a little something, something, or, oh my gosh, where did that hair on my face come from? I'm a lady. So there you go. With my Afro-Cuban hair, I always have to bring hair oil or serum. None of these am I associated with these brands. What happens is I take from hotel rooms. So I don't tend to wash my hair every day. So that can go at the bottom. If I go swimming though, I may need to. The other thing I bring for my hair is a scrunchie to hold my hair away from my face when I wash my face. Speaking of washing faces, if you get some of these, and it doesn't have to be a Vino, whatever kind of makeup wipe, then you don't necessarily need to bring a washcloth because these can double as a washcloth. Or if you have tiny baby face wash stuff, which I do, then you can bring a washcloth. Shaving cream and razor, you can get really small ones in the travel section. Lotion. Deodorant, I would not recommend this brand, but again, you can get small ones in the travel section. That is a Tiny Baby toothbrush, and again, travel section. For me, especially wearing hearing aids, Q-tips are a must-have. It's amazing how dirty you get when you're out on the motorcycle. Speaking of dirt, I definitely bring wet wipes. A lot of people don't even shower on just a quick weekend motorcycle trip, so they'll bring any kind of wet wipe. I am not brand loyal. I know they have ones that are better for the environment and are supposed to work really, really well. So I would put these in a Ziploc though to make sure they don't dry out. Again, this is just a quick weekend trip, so I don't need laundry detergent, but liquid laundry detergent, and this is environmentally friendly. You take it in with you when you shower, and you can wash your underwear, your wick-away shirts. That's why I bring these camping wick-away shirts, because they're really fast to wash and dry. Quarters for the shower in an old film canister. I don't know if you could find one of these. There might be another device for you to hold your quarters, but this is plenty, even for my little diva self. I also bring lens wipes for my motorcycle visor and my motorcycle glasses. Okay, glasses. I'm not going to unpack everything because I already packed it for this trip, but here's rain gear, 3 different pairs of motorcycle gloves, summer, kind of cold evening, and a definite winter. I have the Harley Davidson clean. Yes, it's an Indian, I don't care. Cleaning polish for my windshield. There's a first aid kit in here, but there's also readers and just regular sunglasses. When I ride, I do not wear regular sunglasses. I wear transition glasses that you can get just about anywhere, especially at a motorcycle rally. So these will turn dark when it's sunshiny out. So I only have to bring one pair of glasses with me, one pair of riding glasses. You might bring a second one just to be sure. But I know a lot of people bring a morning pair of glasses, maybe a yellow afternoon or evening glasses, and sunglasses. So these are shatterproof. Annie Oakley and I were having a discussion with Dropkick about why it's important to wear safety glasses, actual motorcycle glasses, when you ride a motorcycle. So that's what the lens wipes are for. Back to packing. I wear retainers, so I've got my retainer cleaner and definitely dental floss. One of the great things about camping is you might grill some steaks. That stuff gets stuck in your teeth. All right, I have a mirror here and a little tiny baby bungee to hang my mirror where it will do me the most good. Some eye drops. I don't wear contacts anymore, but riding, you get really dry. So it's nice to have eye drops at night, and definitely some pocket Kleenex. Again, I don't know how many boogers you guys find, but riding, you definitely get some. All right, ladies, makeup. So I got this from Mary Kay, and it's a little foldable makeup holder. Lots of companies make them. Again, I'm not trying to sponsor any one brand, but here's your makeup brushes. All kinds of companies have like a little compact. That is so old, I can't even tell you, but it still works. Now, if you're being really good with your makeup, you're supposed to change it once a year. So, gentlemen, I won't bore you and go into all that are the secrets of our makeup. But if you like wearing makeup, you need to bring it, and you need to bring a way to get it off your face. Oh, and soap. Sometimes they make, they do make, I'm not bringing it this time, but they do make shower shaving gel and soap combination, which is really nice. So instead of bringing the shaving cream I showed you earlier and a soap, but I just recently stayed at a hotel for a conference, so I've got the soap right here. Baggy so it doesn't get the rest of my stuff wet. Already talked washcloth. Let's talk towel. This is a towel. It is huge. You see it folds down to almost nothing. I definitely like having a towel in case you go swimming or you take a shower. This is an extreme wick away, like a ShamWow kind of towel. So you can buy those at camping stores or also on Amazon. Again, Ziploc, just to keep the rest of my stuff dry. I also bring a clothesline so I can hang my towel in between. And the clothesline can also fit between two motorcycles. Nice. All right, let's go to clothes. I always bring a hat because after getting off the bike, your hair might be not as fabulous. I also bring a backpack, very collapsible backpack so I can carry my stuff to the shower. These are compression bags, so these clothes will end up in there. Here's an extra pair of riding pants, so I never bring more than two. I don't have them right now. This is a pair of shorts, but what I really like are the zipper pants that can be pants during the day, shorts at night, by just unzipping them. I meant that backwards. Either way, something for when it's really hot. Let's go the opposite, something for when it's really cold. This is a super duper foldable, it's actually going to squish into the pouch that came with it, down kind of jacket. It gets cold at night, especially if you get sunburned, which I hope doesn't happen to you. Bathing suit with bag, tank top, just in case it's hot, hair socks, skivvies, wick away socks, and yes, everything matches because that's how I roll. Shower shoes. So you can I love these for shower shoes, but sometimes they're uncomfortable. So these I also love for shower shoes and just walking around camp. If you're going to the river at all, you definitely want water shoes. Any kind of stream or river or ocean, where the floor is going to be harsh, or a theme park. If you're going to a theme park for the weekend, I love running around in these. They have a good sole, but they're water shoes. Utterly fantastic. Highly recommend. For sleeping in, I've got my thermals, because if it's too hot, you can always take stuff off. But if it's too cold, you definitely want stuff. Then I have naturally curly hair, so that is a satin lined sleeping cap. But even if you don't have curly hair, a hat that you're willing to sleep in is just a good idea. And before we move totally out of clothes, a dirty laundry bag. Okay, if I haven't lost all the men already, maybe I will now. Cooking. So, some things I think are essential. Some kind of spices. This is rather huge. You can instead put them in tiny Ziplocs and label them. Chopsticks. Love, love, love them. You can reach in and stir deep things with them. That's a can opener. Definitely fire makers. Tana Baby Tabasco. So you definitely want to bring your spices. I use scissors all the time. These are Tiny Baby scissors, very portable, and it helps when you're cutting open your meals. All right, a knife. My little kit comes with a cutting board, a sponge. Sometimes I'll cut these in half so I don't have so much of a sponge. Camp soap, biodegradable, hand wipes, and definitely bleach disinfecting wipes. If you're going to a tablecloth, picnic table, you don't know, hand sanitizer, a garbage bag. You're responsible for your own stuff, so bring it in, take it out. These are Tiny Baby clips to keep your food packs tightly sealed, along with wick away washcloths that can also be a trivet, although my kit actually came with one. I am an overachiever, so I bring measuring cups and a set of collapsible measuring spoons. Collapsible cups for coffee. These really pop up pretty tall. You can also use them to clean your retainers in. I like bringing high protein oatmeal for breakfast. For coffee, I either bring the ground coffee and I do it in the French. So there's the Stanley French press. This seriously keeps coffee hot for a long time, and it's delicious. The nice part about the Korean coffee packets, though, is that they already have cream and sugar in them. So then you don't have to bring that separately. I think I've talked about dinner a couple times, but the reason I like this mess kit so much is it has a cutting board, but it can also be a place for you to put your hot tea kettle. It comes with a tea kettle. It comes with a super wick away cloth, a little Tiny Baby frying pan. And this one even came with plates and a cutting board I already talked about. I already had that circled trivet because you need hot places to put your stuff. Places to put your hot stuff. I can speak. I invest in the Jetboil expandable silverware and spatula because it can go really deep into these packets. And my friends, Annie Oakley and Dropkick, are buying me some MREs to try because they're like, oh girl, to bring your stove, which must be in here right now. Isn't this great how everything just packs away so nicely? There's coffee that's already packed, and there's my stove. You have to bring the butane, and they're like, oh, if you use MREs, it comes with its own heating source, and you don't even have to do that. So I'm really excited about trying MREs. Annie Oakley's really excited that MREs come with snackies. This is a collapsible ice chest. And you might be thinking, what is this girl doing with a collapsible ice chest? That way, when you get to your campsite, you can run into town after you drop all the stuff off the motorcycle, throw a bag of ice in here and your soda or adult beverages, however you roll. Okay, I'm finally to the everybody part, the tent and sleeping bag and things that like everybody brings with them. Maybe. Do you bring a doormat? Highly, highly recommend that you bring a doormat so you can keep the dirt and stuff out of your tent. But if you don't, look at this tiny baby broom. For inside the tent, I have an inflatable and totally rechargeable solar lamp. And again, one of those tiny bungees to hang it from the tent. I always keep a headlamp in my emergency stuff on my motorcycle, but this is just really great for cooking, for walking to the bathroom and having your hands free. Ladies, you don't want to be walking anywhere with your hands full of stuff when you're camping alone. You want to be able to reach your camp knife. And if you know what that box is underneath, and they make purses for that item if it doesn't fit in your vest. You always need a knife though, to cut rope, to cut all kinds of stuff. I also have a tiny baby axe. That was my original how I hammered in my tent stakes. You can get them very inexpensively, these titanium and glow in the dark tent stakes. They're nice and small, so they fit in almost any tent hole. I always bring 2 tarps, one for under the tent and one just in case. These little ball doohickeys, they go in your tarp hole to make a shelter. So if it's raining really bad and you need an extra shelter, or one of your friends didn't bring their tent, that's how that goes. This hammer and stake remover is super lightweight. I know you can't tell, but it is really super lightweight. And of course, I like bags, so there's a tool bag to go with it. Speaking of lightweight, this is a camp chair. It obviously folds down to not very big. And you're like, I don't have enough room on my bike. You are going to be tired after riding all day. Having a chair will make your life easier. I'm also bringing tiny baby fairy lights to mark my tent, but that's because I like that sort of thing. Inside the tent, this is my cot. I didn't have a cot before. Highly, highly recommend getting a hiking cot. This is a super compressed air pillow. You open the valve and it poofs up. And this is a pillowcase for my tiny baby pillow. So ladies, we wear makeup, we get dirty. It's nice to have a clean pillow to sleep on, and you can wash this when you get home. This is a super compressed, I can even compress it more, air mattress, which really I almost don't need because the cot is so good. Where I would not go cheap is a sleeping bag. Spend your money on a good sleeping bag. Most of the really good sleeping bags even come with a compression sack. Highly recommend. And lastly, there's a Walmart tent. I've had it for years. So what you do to keep your Walmart tent safe, do the water repellent. At least once a season. It's kept it good for years. I didn't remember to bring this inside because I'd already packed it. This is a collapsible foldable table. Not every campsite is going to have a picnic table. The other thing to remember as you're loading up the motorcycle is to make sure to leave yourself room for your chaps, your inside layer, a sweatshirt, because just because you're hot when you leave for your trip, oops, sorry, you got to have room to pack your stuff when you're coming back. So I didn't say that right. If you're leaving cold, you might be wearing all this gear. Where are you going to put it on the ride home? You also definitely want to save room somewhere. And before I completely finish, they sell these kinds of purses at just about every motorcycle rally. You could take the strap off, and with those clips, I add carabiners just to be extra safe. You can put this on your belt and have your wallet, your cell phone, things right where you need to reach them when you stop for gas. You definitely don't want to have to be digging through. That's also a good reason to have a cut that has a zipper pocket so you can keep your wallet just right there and close. Okay, well, I need to eat some lunch and get this stuff packed up.